12,000 employees were laid off today at Google. I was lucky enough to not be one of those 12,000, but I think the fact that this happened signals a huge shift in the tech industry as a whole in the next few years. Historically, Google has been one of those rest and vest companies. You go there towards the middle or end of your career, they have great culture, great perks, great pay, and you ride it out till the end. You're not gonna have to overwork yourself like you will at some other companies, and you're gonna get to work on things that ideally you enjoy working on. I think Google breaking precedent and doing these layoffs despite the image that they have historically had is big because it shows that at a ton of these big companies, the problems that need solving are towards the end of their lifespan. Think of Instagram, for example. How do you handle someone with 100 million followers like a Kim Kardashian? That's a huge engineering problem, but now that's solvable, and a ton of companies know how to do that. It's common knowledge. You can figure it out on the internet for free. So I think we're gonna see a shift. A lot of these traditional companies need engineers for maintenance, but they don't need a ton of engineers to improve anything really, because we're at the max of what this technology can be. So I think the shift is going to be over to AI, ChatGPT, its parent company OpenAI, and a lot of those companies are going to become the new rocket ships that people are going to want to ride to the top. I know it wasn't just Google that was affected. A ton of employees from really great companies were also affected. So all the best to everyone in the job market right now. Use the comments to reach out. If you're hiring, let people know. If you're looking, let people know. But I think we're going to see a huge shift in the tech industry in 2023. 12,000 employees were
Google just laid off hundreds of employees in their devices division. This isn't just another round of tech cuts. These layoffs specifically targeted the teams behind Android, Pixel phones, and Chrome. But here's what's terrifying. Even top performers with great reviews weren't spared, proving no one is safe in the coming 2025 tech winter. What's happening inside Google right now reveals a massive shift in how tech giants operate. Google is laser focused on investing in AI and cloud computing while scaling back elsewhere. They're not just trimming fat, they're strategically reallocating resources to areas they believe will dominate the future. This isn't random cost cutting. It's a calculated restructuring to accelerate innovation where the money is. Even Google, with its mountains of cash, is making tough choices about where to place its bets. But why are these layoffs hitting different than previous cuts? AI isn't just changing products, it's reshaping entire organizational structures and the skills companies value. This is why developing multiple income streams isn't just smart. It's becoming essential for survival in the new economy. Drop a comment if you want to escape the 9-to-5 with a digital side income. I'll show you how to start.
A lot of people don't know my full-time job has been at Google for the last 7 years, and I got laid off today. And I am still processing that information. And I don't know what to feel. I know I'll be fine. I'll be fine. The severance was good. But I have been working on the same project for 7 years. And while I'm upset, I am looking forward to starting on something new. It was a bit abrupt. I didn't even get to say goodbye to my team. My accounts just all got logged out. I got an email from HR about 2 hours later with my severance email, kind of asking around. It seems like maybe 20% of my team was let go. And I don't know. It's shocking. If anyone else from Google sees this, contact me. We have a Discord for all the former employees, and we're hoping to meet, chat, talk about the good times. But if you work for Google and you follow me, hit me up. My DMs, they allow people to now message me, so just send me a DM.
So now Google is laying off over 12,000 employees. Can you imagine being on your job for years and all of a sudden, one day, you have no job? So let's continue.
After 5 years of working at Google, I was laid off on Friday. I was a software engineer on Google Docs. I worked on a lot of user-facing features, including bringing emoji reactions to Google Docs. I found out while I was on vacation with my family. I didn't know until around noon that day when I checked my personal email and saw that my manager had sent me a message on LinkedIn. And when I saw that it started with, "I'm so sorry that this happened," I knew exactly what that meant. Nothing could have prepared me for how hard it was to have such a big and important chapter of my life come to an end that abruptly. That said, I've known for a while I didn't want to be a software engineer forever. I have so many other skills and passions that I really wanted to explore. In a way, I think that this is for the best for me. My real passion is health and wellness. In college, I was diagnosed with Lyme disease and I healed myself by changing my diet and my lifestyle. And I think that my mission in life is to help others do the same. So I'm still new here to TikTok, but I plan on sharing much more healing inspiration, healthy recipes, more about my healing journey so that I can help more people heal from their chronic illness. If that is something that resonates with you, then I would really appreciate your support and feel free to give me a follow.
I got laid off today, and I was not going to make a video about this. I wasn't sure that I was going to publicly talk about this, but because we are in 2025 and there is this great layoff movement that is happening and people are going through this every single day, I wanted to come on here and say a couple of things. First things first, if you do not feel secure in your job and if you are afraid of being laid off, trust your discernment. Honey, be prepared. Last year, I recognized that my services were no longer needed within this company. So when the layoff word started being passed around in early 2025, I wholeheartedly believed that my job was going to be at the top of the list of being eliminated. And today, I found out that I was not wrong. So I'll say it again. Step one, if you feel even the teensiest bit of insecurity in that job, believe it. Trust your gut and start preparing. How do you prepare? Get that resume together. If you are able to hire yourself a career coach, do that also. Prepare yourself. If it's been a while since you've been in the job force and you've actually had to look for a job like myself, you need somebody to help teach you how to interview. Guess what? Cover letters, they're coming back. They're making a comeback. You got to learn how to write a cover letter. Sis. Okay? You're going to need somebody to help teach you how to do that. You need a resume update. You need to learn how to write a cover letter. You need some career coaching. Okay? Also, looking at recruiting firms. Find what's out there. LinkedIn will not get you where you want to go. Google will not get you where you want to go. Know what industry that you want to work in and start there. And then find a recruiter or a consulting firm that can help you navigate that space. Get specific. Get your notebook out, get your journal out, and be specific in what you're looking for because you cannot do it on your own. I'm still employed until June 12th, and I'm going to walk you guys through this journey and how I've prepared myself through it, how I prepared my family for it. And do we have everything together? No. However, I will say that mentally being prepared, that is the best place to start. Get your mind prepared. Your body will follow. Everything else will get there. Okay, you don't have to have it all together, but don't be caught off guard. Don't be caught off guard. That's my advice. If you are experiencing or work for one of these big companies and you are looking down the barrel of a layoff in 2025, we're going to talk more about this. I love you.
Thousands of tech workers are losing their jobs and the numbers keep rising. Now, according to TechCrunch, Amazon had over 100 layoffs from Alexa, Echo, Ring, and etc. Microsoft had over 6,500 job cuts. Now that's 3% of their global staff. Chegg laid off around 248 of its employees. Now that's around 22% of their workforce. Match Group, including Henge and Tinder, laid off around 325 of their employees, and that's roughly around 13% of their workforce. And CrowdStrike laid off around 500 of their employees, and that's around 5% of their workforce. These tech players are making huge structural changes. And throughout the whole year of 2025, there has been over 50,000 tech layoffs, and it's only May. So you might be wondering, what is driving this? Well, it's not only AI and automation. It's also cost cutting, slower growth forecasts, and investor pressure. Some of it is about automation, but some of it is also about boosting profits. And while tech keeps evolving, thousands of people are getting left behind. The future of work is here, but it's not totally safe. Do you think tech companies should be held more accountable? Drop your thoughts down below and follow for more tech updates.